Some L's to the chin just to get some wins. I'ma take 100 more again, ain't over till it end. It ain't over till it's over, till then ain't shit stopping. Heavy stepping, we in motion. PPE, but it's not for motion. She 19.
Welcome to the Game 365 podcast. I got JP in the building, man. What's up, homie?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Appreciate you sliding through, man. 253 to the 509. Let everybody know where you from. I threw out the area codes, but, give them a brief history of where you from and shout out your social media.
So I grew up in the Tacoma area, Lakewood, Tacoma area originally. Moved out to the Tri-Cities area a little less than a year ago. So I've been, just kind of out the way out there right now. Social media, Instagram, official JP253 at G.A.M.E. Damn, I'm here giving
Go ahead.
my email. But yeah, official253, official JP253 for the Instagram.
You might need to get an email because motherfucking producers can email you beats and shit. You just never know how it's going to pop off.
Send me beats for sure. I'll be needing those.
So, what was it like growing up in Tacoma? Because, a lot of people don't know. Like when they hear Seattle, they don't even know Tacoma exists. And then you got people that are from Tacoma, but they'll go to Detroit and say I'm from Seattle, but really from Tacoma because people don't know. They just know one city in Washington.
I get kind of caught up in that, too.
You see what I'm saying?
Or whatever,
yeah, real talk. So, just let the world know. And, what was it like growing up in Tacoma?
It was cool, always stayed in sports, sports is heavy out and always competitive out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's kind of what I did growing up. I just kind of played sports and, just stayed out the way, that's about it. It was, growing up out there is, it can, it's like any other area. It has its, rough patches and, there's definitely, things that you can get into that, could, that aren't necessarily the best things to get into, but there's always something to do, to keep yourself productive and things like that. So, I stayed, YMCA, late
for sure.
night, stuff
Guaranteed.
like that.
Yep.
So, always getting together with people my age and doing something constructive,
Yeah, that's what's up. Did, when you got with your friends or, these crowds and shit, was it like freestyle sessions? Was it, where'd the musical influence come from? Did it come from the house, mom or dad, or whoever you grew up with that raised you? Was they, popping that, old school East Coast music or some Pac or, was it some Too Short playing or, where did your early influences come from in the music game?
So, my mom, basically, family for sure. I had family members, from back in the day that were playing instruments like, jazz, saxophone, stuff like that.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
There was always like some type of vibes going on in the house. My mom liked to sing and stuff like that. So, I always grew up with that type of influence. But like as far as, long story short, where the big push came from, I had an older brother, who had passed away, but he was doing his thing for a long time.
Rest in peace, man.
Ever since I was younger and everything, but I never really realized. But growing up like with all my family, I was raised off of like the Bay Area type of vibes, like E40, Mac Dre. My mom was on that Brother Lynch heavy.
That Lynch was hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure. And I was always influenced by stuff like that. But my brother, he was rapping and stuff like that. So like ever since 2015, like we started getting together and we started making a lot of plans and everything. And I was showing him some of the stuff that I would make because he was showing me his songs and stuff that.
Yeah.
I got one of his first mixtapes or whatever, and then ever since then I was like, oh, he's really doing something. Selling CDs and stuff like that. So, and I was starting to see him out performing and everything, doing his thing. So, he was telling me, you got a lot more to talk about than a lot of people that are, older than you, so you've been through some real stuff, so keep pushing, keep doing it. He was taking me to the studio and stuff like that. So when he passed away, and he gave me my name too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, JP, and we were just chilling one day, and he was like, I should start calling you JP, or they should start, maybe you should just name yourself JP. Your rap name, because I had like a whole bunch of other little ones I was trying to come up with for myself, but
that's what's up.
Like, call yourself JP, but when he passed away, I decided to take it a little more serious, started freestyling in the car, playing beats on YouTube and recording myself on the phone, just freestyling and stuff like that. And then my cousin came back from college around 2019 and with a computer and a microphone and told me to come over to the crib, and ever since then we've been recording, making music, elevating, investing in our own equipment.
Yeah.
You know, spending hours and sleepless days and nights on recording, understanding how our sound gets created. It comes to what it is, you know.
For sure.
A lot of hours and learning comes into play with the process.
Yeah.
Sure.
So with that being said, did you create your own label, or you just kind of run it old school, record, put it out, and then just do it like that?
So I mean, I guess you could say I've been kind of old school with it, minus the selling CDs. I mean, that's always been an idea, but I come to think to myself, like, damn, if you think about it, not everybody, a lot of people don't have CD players in their cars no more, unless you're like 2000 something early.
I know,
like, you know, like
that's over with.
Yeah, but I used to not really be smart about releasing my music. So like lately, as far as since I've been dropping again, and you know, giving the music a bigger of a push lately, I've been trying to be a little more strategic and structured with my releases as far as marketing and stuff like that. Yeah. I never had that understood, but I think I got a little bit more of an understanding on how that works now. So I've just been kind of trying to move accordingly with that.
Yeah, for sure. What is your sound? Is your sound Tacoma? Is your sound Pacific Northwest? Is your sound, you know, well versed because you traveled and you got experiences and different influences from just being everywhere? Or where do you kind of like, you know, fit yourself in what genre of, you know, hip hop and rap music?
I like what you said right there with the Pacific Northwest thing, because I kind of like, you know, I'm influenced with, like, you know, all types of stuff. So also traveling and things like that. Like I kind of try to be. I wake up with feeling different, you know, everybody wakes up feeling different, and you know, a new vibe every day.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I kind of try to go off the muscle, and like as far as my process of, you know, recording and stuff like that, I try not to listen too much to the beats that I'm about to record to until I'm actually set up in the studio and, you know, can hear what I'm about to sound like. So and I try to be diverse. I try to, you know, I don't always try to rap. I don't always try to sing. You know, I try to, you know, look for my beat selection. You know, people always tell me my beat selection is crazy because I try to be a little.
Yeah, that's good though, because creativity is important, and you know, standing alone in your own lane, because a lot of people are sounding like Detroit, you know, drill music, this or that, but you know, you want to kind of merge and, you know, blend, you know what I'm saying, your own sound. And that's, you know, where people's career, I feel, is going to last long and stand the test of time, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Do you rap? I mean, do you write? Do you punch in? You know, or what is your process though? Like, you know?
So right now, lately, as you know, my most successful process of recording is just, like I said, I don't really listen to the beats too much until I get in there and can hear myself. Yeah. And then if I'm in a real good mood, then I could just punch it in. But I like to try to keep, so like, because I have presets, so I don't do all my mixing and mastering. Yeah. I just have it, you know, me and my cousin do everything together, so he has it close enough to where I can get a rough draft recording that'll sound close enough to the final to where when he gets it to master it, all he has to do is some fine tuning. Oh, okay. So, like if I'm in a good mood, then, you know, I could just lay it down, but I always write it down in the process of me making, you know, coming up with my lyrics and everything, so that when I go to, you know, do everything else as far as my ad-libs and things like that, it's easier to keep track of where I'm at.
Yeah, for sure.
Just get it knocked out.
Yeah, and it makes sense for what you got going on, you know? Yeah. So, how is the process like with, you know, just bringing to life, you know what I'm saying, the final project? Like, because, you know, a lot of people, it's like, you know, they'll just kind of like scatter and throw their music out randomly. Do you feel that it's like, I might record 10 songs, but I don't give a fuck, I got to bring this one out? And some people might make, you know, back in the day with snippets. You know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of like, do you go with the hottest song and you'll release that and do a video? Or you feel that like, man, I'm gonna just give it to them in a package and then just let the fans or whatever platform or however I bring this shit to the world, I'm gonna let them select, and then that's the response I get is what I'm gonna work with and then make a video, or I'll push that one hard, or I'll market that individual song.
That's the thing about me. I kind of I don't really record. I used to, think I was recording music for other people. Like I used to try to I used to try to care too much about other people's opinions on my music and stuff like that. But when I really got serious about making music, it became a lifestyle type of thing. Yeah. So like, going through the trials and tribulations of life, like recording became like like people call it a hobby sometimes.
Yeah.
But for me, it just became like I'm trying to find the word for it, but I'm gonna just say necessity for right now. Yeah. Like, you got things you got to do throughout the day, and if I didn't have nothing going on, if I wasn't working, if I didn't have something going on that I had to do, then I was recording because that's what I felt like my purpose was.
Yeah, guaranteed.
You know what I mean? Because I knew where I wanted to be, and I knew what I had to do to get there. So I knew that any chance that I got, at first it started out, my cousin just had the setup.
Yeah.
But there was times where I was able to, get it on my own, but I would get rid of it sometimes, so. My bad. What was your original question?
Well, no, because I just want to know, where does your passion lie, though? Because if you feel that, at times it's a necessity, if I don't have nothing going on with the family or personal, then I'm in the studio. So does your passion lie with, like, no matter what I got going on, I'm going to find some time to make some music, or you make time to make music? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I for sure make time to make music, but at the same time, like, real life happens too. So at some point, to other people, you got like to the people that you care about, or the people that are close to you. You got responsibilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to make sure your responsibilities are straight first.
Guaranteed.
Before you think making time is relevant.
Yeah. And that's important because then you can have more clarity. You can, you're not in the booth confused, or you're not in there like, I don't know what, what I'm saying?
That's definitely a thing too. Like if I don't feel right, like if I'm not in the right, I mean, if I'm kind of angry, I'm not gonna lie, I can make a slap like off the brush, like I'll go in there and talk some shit real quick. But, if I'm not, like, if I got a lot going on and I can't focus, you know what I mean? It'd be hard to get in there and really talk about something, because then I'd be thinking too,
too hard.
Get to thinking too hard. Yeah.
What where does your most support come from? Does it come from Tacoma? Does it come from Eastern Washington? Or if you study the analytics, like, you get a lot of love just around the country here and there. Like, have you like really sat down and looked like, damn, my fan base is kind of balanced, you know what I'm saying, here, there, or it's kind of heavy in this direct, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to say it's kind of spread out. It's kind of about, because I since I've been traveling and doing these shows or whatever, we try to network as much as we can. So the people that we network and stuff like that with, it's been all love. Yeah. So, but as far as like, since I really got a buzz, I'm not gonna lie, Eastern Washington really, put me up there.
That's good.
I fuck with them.
Shout out Eastern Washington, man.
Shout out Eastern Washington.
Real talk.
Shout out Tri-City.
Yeah.
All that, because
for sure.
It started out. Hey, it was funny because they started posting me on the pages at first when I first dropped the game. Because like I said, I was ghost for a minute. But I had my head down for a while.
Yeah.
So when I dropped out, when I moved out there in Tri-City. So when I dropped again, they was like, "Who's this? Why do you sound like that?" But then when I started dropping again, they was like,
fire.
JP, you're cool. Like, okay, that's what's up.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, but not the people that I've connected with out there in Tri-Cities, they always keep me tapped in with some good people, so it's always
that's
all
what's
love.
up, man. Shout out Tri-Cities, man. So. I got partners out there. I got partners in Yakima I was locked up with, so, definitely, what I'm saying, I know that the Washington State, there's always going to be a support system, and there's always going to be that, you know, realm or group of motherfuckers that just don't fuck with you because, you know, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just, everybody ain't going to love you, bro. And that's just the game. That's life. That's music. That's business. I don't give a fuck if it was a restaurant, you know. So everybody going to like the cheeseburger, but they're going to talk about the fries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about the concept behind 1016.
Okay, yeah. So 1016, that's me. That's a brand, stamped, labeled, tattooed on my wrist. The 10 stands for the J. The 16 stands for the P. The 10th and 16th letters of the alphabet. The J and the P. But I labeled it as like a kind of my time type of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So right now I got some merchandise available for pre-order, and I think people kind of feel like, I think people are confused about the pre-order thing. I think they gotta pay, first, but really you just gotta, DM me and let me know your sizes and stuff like that. Lock in a pre-order, let me know what you want. As far as a full set, is the sweatsuit or just either or. Yeah. And I got different things coming as I'm getting into different fabrics and networking and stuff like that. Like, we got some ski masks going on too right now.
We got to do a collab, edition. Bro. I've been having a clothing line for 5 years, so I know that business.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So right now what I'm calling the right now's drop is the Interstate 5 drop release, because I showcased the merchandise with when I did the Filthy Rich thing. Okay. And the album that I got that feature on is called Interstate 5. So that merchandise is coming with that release.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got the stacked sweats and the hoodies right now.
You got a website, or they just got to hit you on Instagram, or how let everybody know if they want to get at you, how they got to get at you though?
I'm gonna have a website, but right now you got to hit me on Instagram. That's where I'm kind of promoting everything and marketing everything right now is my Instagram, trying to get the numbers up a little bit, let people know what I got.
Yeah, for sure. Here.
So there will be a website soon for sure, QR codes, all that.
Yeah, so let's talk about Filthy Rich and that collab and, how that got started and, was it a connect? Was you reach out to him? Did he reach out to you? Let's talk about that whole experience and, just how that whole opportunity, came to life.
Yes, I just seen his post on Instagram. He had the $5,900 features going on, and I know artists like that usually charge pretty much higher.
Yeah.
So, I took advantage of that opportunity and, had paid homage to the fact that when I first got put onto like Bay Area music, first, like when I really started listening to Bay Area music, like started putting it in my rotation and like paying attention to who the artists were and stuff like that, was when me and my brother, really were making a lot of plans in 2015, and he was putting me onto a lot of things and stuff like that, because I was living over there at their house.
Yeah.
And he put me on the Filthy Rich first, and the Jack and stuff like that.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jack, man, for sure.
And,
for sure.
So,
legend.
Ever since then, I kind of, those were like the top artists, so I seen that and wanted to go and take advantage of that.
Yeah, when they came back around, you was like, I gotta jump on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I knew he'd be proud of that too, so I was like, oh yeah, I think I got it now, so I'll do that for sure. So locked that in, and the video was cool. We were supposed to put together an event. It was pretty cool. It just didn't go all the way through as expected, but it is what it is. But other than that, the video was dope. He was a dope individual. It was cool meeting him and stuff like that. It was one for the books for sure. Yeah,
so. Guaranteed. Do you feel that going forward, a lot of people are scared to invest in themselves. So do you feel that, was it too early to jump out there on a leap and get artists that's established like that? Or you said, man, look, I'm in a position to do it. This will be a boost to my career and what I got going on. I'm going to make it happen. Because some motherfuckers is just, they're gun shy. They're like, man, I'm not about to shoot that shot because I don't know if I'm going to make that one. So it's like, 5,900, for some cats is $1 million. And for some cats, it's like, it don't matter how much it is, man. This is my career. This is what I believe in. And I'm pushing this shit.
Yeah. For me, when it comes to music and stuff like that, like I said, it became a lifestyle type of thing.
Yeah,
so, I don't really look at it as what can I get from him.
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, like, you know what I mean? Like, I like doing business with people because Filthy Rich isn't the only big artist that I've worked with so far or that I'm working with.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about that too, but.
So, when it comes to music and stuff like that, I don't look at it as, like, what can I, when I do business, when I do business with, artists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like and I appreciate when I can do business with people and, they'll put me onto something or, like, not that I expect it, but it's like, teach me something or something like that.
Yeah, guarantee.
Give me some game, let me solve some game
exactly.
or something like that, type
exactly.
of thing. Or if we're working together, here, use this marketing, let's market it like this or something like that. Whatever type of thing, or, just make something make sense when I'm spending my money type of thing.
Yeah,
so, because another artist that I've worked with and stuff like that, that I'm working with, locked in with right now, helped me get a lot of, big features from a lot of people that are on Dizzler right now going crazy. So,
okay.
Like things like that, that's cool. But when I do music and stuff like that, like, it became a lifestyle type of thing. So everything that I do, it's just off the muscle or just bucket list type.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of come towards it. So it's like doing that thing with Filthy Rich. I was just like checking something out the box. Like, okay, I know Dre would have, got me up for that one. You feel me? We would have, went crazy with that one. A lot of other shit too. But I do everything just to say I did it. Music, I take it serious, but at the end of the day, I know that if it doesn't do something, if I'm not doing something productive enough, then there's other things that I gotta be doing.
Yeah. And you're gonna eat regardless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Exactly.
And that's just a hustler's way of life. It don't even matter. It's like, with the old school philosophers, wealth philosophers say 7 streams of income. So, I mean, you could be in the music game, but it's like 50 Cent just holding itself to there. It's like, well, I'm going to venture into movies. I'm going to venture into real estate. I'm going to venture into merch. It's just you got to have a lot of shit going on, in order to capitalize off the American dream. It's just what it is. But going back to what you were saying about G.A.M.E, based upon this is the G.A.M.E 365 podcast, I want to know your definition of G.A.M.E.
G.A.M.E is productivity, I would say, like, as a P, or because I got things like, you can't say J without the P, so I got this thing called my P's, and those are different words that are, motivational or encouraging or, inspiring in a way. So, G.A.M.E is anything any type of information that can help you be as sharp and on point as possible.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I like that.
That could be, business-wise. That could be relationship-wise. That could be, all types of things. But,
Personal. Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
so,
to keep you
being
afloat.
sharp and on point,
Guaranteed.
Any type of information you can learn from and make something, productive happen with it. That's what G.A.M.E is to me.
If you were to reach back into 13, 14, and you just saw a youngster that wanted to get involved with the music game and go out on a limb and put his all on his career, what would you, now that where you're at, what would you inspire, give some game, some knowledge, wisdom? What would you tell that youngster on some of the steps? Just give me 3 key tips on what would you kind of lace that youngster on, what to do, how to go about it, or just, how to stay, motivated. Because a lot of motherfuckers feel, I know a lot of youngsters that's, in the streets and they're filthy as a motherfucker, but they're like, damn, this ain't paying like hustling is. So I can't, I got to, figure out what I want to do, and hustling is giving me that instant money versus I gotta wait for this music shit. So what would you tell a youngster? You know what I'm saying?
I would just tell my younger self or any youngster, whatever you find something that you're good at, you know what I mean, whether it's music, whatever the case is. Find something that you're good at and figure out how to perfect it and figure out how to, you know what I mean, make it make sense, or make it make something for you.
Yeah.
Just be smart about what you do. Be conservative, you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah.
How does being in just in the music industry and just whether it's independent or you just having to deal with all these artists touring, moving around, how does that affected your relationship with women, or how does that kind of like because a lot of people they don't even probably want to deal with groupies or females that all of a sudden now from 5th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade, high school, college, now everybody wants to get at you and DM you. It's like, I'm not even on that, or come one, come all. Nah. You know what I'm saying? So how does that play on your psychology, bro? Like just dealing with being, an artist now and being popular, and then here you come with, groupies and motherfuckers that want to get up under you based upon who you are now versus who you were at the time where you was just, before you even were coining the term JP.
Shit, women aside, like people in general, hey, that shit. That Filthy Rich thing was crazy because that showed me a lot of things. That showed me, like, what it was like working with, bigger artists, but also it just showed me what it could do to the outside world looking in on you. You know what I mean? Like, everybody thought I, made it or something. A lot of people, I'm not going to say everybody, but, the energy that I was getting from, all that coming together and, that whole entire point in time, it was just like people, I had people that then did me crazy back in the day, did me dirty back in the day, trying to hit me up out the blue because they see me on the flyer,
Scandalous.
It's funny, but that shit, that should be funny.
Yeah, and that's kind of basically where I was going. It ain't really got to be about women. It's just about, motherfuckers now feeling like he made it, or let me, get in good, or let me act like it's love now, or you know what I'm saying? All that like Filthy Rich said, the fake love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
That shit was funny too, cause when I first started getting posted on the thing from Tri-Cities and stuff like that, there was people that was talking up under the little comments or whatever. But when they see me in person, they was like, "Hey, what's up, bro? I know you from your music."
Yeah. Do you?
That shit was funny.
Top 5 artists, man. Seattle, Tacoma. You know what I'm saying? Eastern Washington, man. Give me top 5 artists on your playlist, man.
From our area?
Just from the Pacific Northwest. I'll just say Pacific Northwest. Fuck it. Top 5 artists. Who you bumping? Who you rock with? Who you like? Who's hot?
My guy, Brother G for sure. G got it. He's from where I'm from, out here in Tacoma and stuff like that, Seattle area. I got my boy King Andrew, or he goes by Kada now, my producer or whatever. He goes crazy with the music.
We gotta have him holler at me, man.
Yeah, for sure. He just gonna be dropping shit. I be telling him all the time, like, you better drop something. He's smart though, cause when he do start dropping, he gonna go crazy.
Guarantee.
There's those two. You said top 5?
Yeah, I need 5, man. They need to know what you like, who you listening to, or just to get a feel for what I'm saying, what type of music you like.
I'm not gonna lie, like does like the Bay Area count?
No, we want to go Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, Pacific Northwest. One artist that I tried to tap in with. I want to do a song with what's his name? Toupee.
Yeah, shout out Toupee.
For sure.
Shout out Toupee. He's hot.
What's his name? That's 3. Cause I don't. There be people that be tapping in sometimes, but I don't really be seeing too many. Oh, Ralph D. I did a song with Ralph D. He's cool too.
Yeah, shout out him too. Yeah.
Who else we got?
One more, man. You know, just to, you know, kind of give everybody.
Oh yeah, Reef Bandicoot for sure. Off the
okay.
muscle, yeah,
For
Reef
sure.
Bandicoot. There's others that I can name, but you feel me? That's really going crazy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Those 5 artists.
That's what's up, man. So you know, give us a couple of projects or what you got working on. You know, going into 2024. Like, what are some of the things that they can expect from you? That, you know, other than the Filthy Rich collaboration, and you can elaborate on that. You could tell them everything that you got going on, or that you're, you know, kind of with the first quarter of 2024 that, you know, you want the crowd, you want the fans, you want YouTube, you know, just anybody to know about. So then, you know, they can start looking for you on different platforms, different, you know, channels, and, you know what I'm saying, different things you got popping.
Yeah, so I got a lot of work going on right now. When I first started dropping music, seriously, like on all platforms, I kind of, my first 2 albums, I kind of had all the vibes kind of in one.
Yeah.
And I don't think that really worked out very well. So ever since then, I kind of tried to, you know, I tried to organize my vibes, you know. So like, I have my R&B album, I have my rap album, and then there's like this lo-fi trap, like plug-in B type sound. My cousin calls it spaceship music or outer space
how is
music.
that? Who is that, like XXX, or is that like who is that, like, who's like that?
I would say like Pierre Bourne type music.
Yeah, I never even heard of that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
What does he kind of rap, sing, but on a low frequency? Like, it's like a low, like he's high type vibe? Is that type of music?
I don't even know how to. That's the best I could describe it. It's like ambient, like outer space type of sounds.
Okay.
Every time I play that type of music, my cousin be like, "Turn that outer space music off." So I'm working on a project right now called Spaceship Music.
Yeah.
So that's gonna have all those type of vibes.
You talking about S550s and BMW? No.
Yeah, for sure. Benzos, BMW, come on, all that. But, so I got that one going on. I got the one that I got Filthy Rich on. I got that one's called Interstate 5. That's gonna have about like 6-8 songs on it.
Oh, that's
the other one, the Spaceship Music, probably gonna have about 6 to 8 songs on it.
Yeah.
I got a lot of. I'm not even gonna. Well, I didn't did a lot of. I done did a couple songs and I already got the promo out with Scandal, so I got an album coming with Scandal, The Dark Lord.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
I just got him and Coppola just dropped a joint mixtape, and I was the only feature on that one.
Oh, okay,
so
shit.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Me and him got an album coming. We got an album and an EP coming. Hella work.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know, like probably like 10 songs on the albums. You know. A few more songs on the mixtape, you know. Got a lot of features on there. We're gonna call that one 707 to the 253. Yeah. That one's gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so you got some things in the cut, man. You cooking right now. Okay, I appreciate you coming out, man. You know, it's the Game 365 podcast. We got JP, man. He working 253 to 509 to the world, man. One love, bro.
To the chin just to get some wins. I'ma take 100 more again. Ain't over till it end. It ain't over till it's over. Till then ain't shit stopping. Happy stepping, we in motion. PPE, but it's not promotion. She 19, knock a nigga way free. Nickname I Nina Oprah.